opens up firing. He is not bashful.
Now, Portland will not change their style with Drexler and Kersey out. They're a running team. They're going to look to continue to run. They are not a half-court ball club, so don't look for them to control tempo.
B.J. Armstrong left alone. Duckworth with the rebound. Neither team able to score on early jump shots. Mario Elie will be matched up defensively against Michael Jordan. Three-quarter at the point.
Mario Elie is an excellent three-point shooter. Michael Jordan cannot leave him.
And the first points of the night.
Buck Williams has been really quiet lately offensively, averaging less than 8 points a ball game this season, down from his 11 points a game last year. A lot of that due to less minutes because of a better bench.
Seems to be pressing.
Yeah, I think he's trying to get a little bit more accomplished in fewer minutes. It's causing him some problems.
Horace Grant missing the perimeter shot. It's 2-0 Portland. Opening moments from Chicago Stadium. Terry Porter looking for the penetration. Portland likes to get the penetration, draw the foul if possible, or kick it out. That time the penetration, missing the shot. Scottie Pippen fouled by Buck Williams. Good foul. Matter of fact, he didn't foul him. He knocked it out of bounds.
Now, one of the things that Portland's going to have to be careful about is their transition defense. When Porter drives to the basket, Mario Elie is trained to go to the rebound. That time, no one back to protect. Buck Williams made a nice play to prevent the open court layup.
Michael Jordan. Planter's fascia.
Bulls always like to go into Bill Cartwright early in the ball game.
3 rebounds for Duckworth early, and the Bulls have yet to score.
They've had 4 good shots. None of them have dropped.
Murray to Duckworth. See Murray, the rookie. Inside to Porter, posted against the shorter Armstrong. That's the result. Eddie will go to the line.
Terry Porter, very strong. We have to remember now, Terry Porter in college was a forward. He had to learn to play point guard once he got into the NBA, so it's a tough matchup for B.J. Armstrong. Let's look to see if Chicago will go back and give him any help.
Well, they're going to give him help by bringing John Paxson in off the bench. An early entry into the game for John Paxson, who's still nursing a sore left knee.
It's an interesting substitution. B.J. only has 1 foul, only played a minute and 41 seconds, so Paxson into the ball game here early.
Portland's 2 out of 4. Bulls are 0 for 3. Haven't hit a bucket yet. Terry Porter does not convert the three-point opportunity. 4-0 Portland. 10-14 to go first quarter. Jordan with the pull-up jumper.
Well, so much for being rusty for not playing in a week.
Mentioned that it's his plantar fascia tendon. That's the arch tendon that is stretched on the left foot. Michael said when it first popped in the game, when it was injured, he thought he had broken his foot. So he feels very comfortable that that wasn't the case.
Yeah, that is the same foot that he broke second year in his career and missed 64 games. So Michael, a little cautious in coming back too soon.
Cartwright posted up against Duckworth. Quick moves. Blocked. Tracy Murray.
Now he can do that. Now he can do that. And deep. He can shoot the ball 5 feet behind that NBA three-point line. Maybe the greatest range in the NBA of any player at this point in time.
First round draft choice of Portland. He was the 18th player selected overall, Tracy Murray. Defense is suspect. Defenseless stories on a lot of rookies. Mario Elie trying to defend Jordan. Fouls it as Jordan hits the jumper and will go to the line.
Boy, he makes your offense look good again, doesn't he? Michael Jordan with 2 quick jump shots. This one off a little down screen. You're going to see Michael come off a rough screen. Mario Elie trailing him, gets a hand on the wrist. 3-point play opportunity for Michael Jordan. Has a chance here to score the Bulls' first 5 points.
Despite the difficulties Mario Elie will have tonight against Jordan, who misses the free throw, Mario Elie, a great free agent pickup for Portland. He blends in well on the bench.
Well, they didn't do anything to the nucleus of their team, so they were able to pick him up without having to give anything up in return.
8 seconds on the shot clock. Tracy Murray from Porter. Rebound, Horace Grant. That's his 3rd rebound. Duckworth has 4 for Portland. Trying to post Pippen against Tracy Murray. You'd think Pippen could have a field day, a field night against the rookies. Pippen is fouled. He'll have a three-point opportunity. Tracy Murray got it.
This is something as a coach you do not like to see. Fouling jump shooters. This is 2 possessions in a row now. Michael Jordan was fouled by Mario Elie. Scottie Pippen by Tracy Murray. A guy shoots a jump shot, Bob. You get a hand in his face. You check him off the board. You do not want to foul a guy 20 feet from the basket.
Both teams are 3 for 7 from the floor, and Pippen ties it at 7.
Let's see, Chicago's hit their last 3 shots after missing their first 4. They're starting to warm up again.
First quarter performance very significant for both these clubs, Doug.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a moment. We've got a nice graphic when we get a dead ball situation.
Duckworth with his duck hook. He and I have that in common. That's the duck hook.
Your golf shot, his basketball hook, right?
His living, yeah. Blazers.
Well, that's your living. You follow the sun.
I do. Paxson. Defended by Porter inside to Cartwright. Good pass. Stripped away by Duckworth. 10 to shoot for Chicago.
The Bulls actually would like to get Paxson back into a starting position to give them their continuity they've had over the last 4 years. Bring VJ off the bench, but John has just not been healthy enough to play the amount of minutes they need.
Mario Elie with the offside rebound. He's got the speed off to Porter. Gets Paxson airborne, tries to draw it, but Paxson's a veteran. He didn't fall for it. Tracy Murray.
I'm telling you, the guy can shoot the basketball.
3-pointers early.
Scotty cannot help off of him. This young man can really shoot the ball. He was drafted to come in here to give them the range and the outside shooting that they have not had.
A 5-point lead for Portland. Cartwright from 14 feet. The ugliest jump shot in the NBA. I don't know if it's in the history of the league, but it's right up there.
Well, if you broke that shot down and tried to teach it at a clinic, you might have to have back surgery the next day.
12-9 Portland, 7:32 to go, first quarter. Duckworth posted against Cartwright. That hook shot, not this time. Rebound Pippen. Bulls on the run.
This is where Paxson has problems, pulling up and shooting his jump shot, something he did so effectively last year. He just does not have the leg strength or the balance.
Scottie Pippen. That's an effective element of this Bulls triangle offense.
And you can see with Michael on the floor how so much more comfortable Scottie is. The other night he struggled shooting 7 for 21 against the Boston Celtics.
1-point Portland lead now. They led by 5 just 2 possessions ago.
Elie can shoot it too. You've got to get up on him. He's a 50% three-point shooter.
Buck Williams kept it alive. Pippen with it on the run. Nice pass to Paxson. The spot-up jumper. Not this time. Blazers by 1.
See if they go to screen roll with Porter and Duckworth here. I'm surprised Scottie Pippen's giving Tracy Murray so much room. If Buck Williams would throw this ball back outside, it'd be another 3-point shot opportunity.
Foul on Horace Grant, his first. Timeout on the floor. 6:24 to go in the first quarter.
Tonight in Chicago Stadium.
Blazers by 1, 12-11, 6:19 to go in the quarter. Paxson on Porter.
Here's the screen roll that I talked about.
And Cartwright steps out and bumps Porter.
See, Duckworth does a great job of being able to set the screen. He's like Lambeer. He does not roll to the basket. He fades out to shoot the jump shot. So the Bulls would like to trap that screen and roll and rotate up to take away the quick jump shot from Kevin Duckworth.
3 team fouls on the Bulls, 2 against the Blazers thus far. Offensive foul. Michael Jordan flies all the way across the lane, and that's 2 on Mario Elie.
You know, it's amazing that Michael Jordan could not practice for a week, take this kind of time off, and come out and be this quick and sharp. Normally, your game just doesn't flow that well. Michael Jordan is in another planet, to say the least.
Cartwright misses the baseline turnaround jumper. His favorite moves. Elie on the run. Dishes to Buck Williams. Nice pass inside to Tracy Murray. Ricky couldn't get it to go.
It's too close.
Nice pass from Elie. Williams can't get it. Kept alive. Murray still can't. Cartwright comes away.
I told you, Tracy Murray's too close to the basket. He's got to get out the 3-point range.
Blazers by 1. Pippen fouled by Murray on the drive. Wave off the basket.
That's where Tracy Murray's going to have his hands full with Scottie Pippen. He's got to square him up and make him shoot jump shots. When Scottie turns the corner, he had to give the foul.
Tracy Murray with 2 fouls now. Murray and Elie go to the bench, and the bench comes on, and the Portland Trailblazers get better. Cliff Robinson and Rod Strickland.
Well, now what will happen is Terry Porter will slide over and play the 2 guard against Michael Jordan. Strickland will play 1 against Paxson. Cliff Robinson will play 3 against Pippen. That's the versatility of their bench.
Porter playing Jordan.
And he'll go right to the post and jump over you.
That's good. Michael has 6.
I think they're going to have to double team Michael and force him to give that up. Terry Porter at 6'3" cannot contest that jump shot. Cliff Robinson will come in firing, and he has been filling it up.
Had a short-lived lead.
No, it's so hard to come in the first time you touch the ball and shoot the ball and make a shot. I always felt like you had to run up and down the floor a few times to get in rhythm.
Nickel misses from long range that time. That was right on the three-point lane. Bulls trailing by 1.
Now, Rod Strickland loves to play screen roll. Let's see if Paxson can do a good job against his penetration.
Foul away from the ball. Porter was trying to get away from Jordan down on the baseline, and they called it on Michael, his first.
Michael Jordan, one of the best low post players in basketball. You can put in the centers, power forwards, anybody you want to. It's very difficult to stop him down there because of his great leaping ability and his ability then to beat you and take it to the basket.
Porter for 3.
That's a quick shot. Terry Porter was not in rhythm. Michael Jordan a hand up. Now, Michael Jordan and Terry Porter talked to each other the last couple times down the floor. Let's see if Michael wants to go right back to Terry Porter. Michael had an off-the-ball foul and posted Porter up. Let's see if they go back to him again. I think he's going right to the post, Bob.
There he is on the post. Bulls get it on the weak side to Pippen. Range it from 17 over Cliff Robinson. Pippen has 7.
Well, it's good to be home for Scottie Pippen. His outside shooting has been suffering as of late. Shooting it very well tonight.
Bulls haven't played at the stadium since November 14th. Robinson from long range.
One step too far.
Jordan rebounding to Pippen. Paxson left alone. Good pass from Scottie. Rebound Robinson. Bad pass Porter. 2 turnovers for the Trailblazers. Williams doing what he does best. Bulls by 1. 3:31 to go in the quarter. Offensive foul, Rod Strickland.
Oh, John Paxson did an excellent job of reading Rod Strickland. When a player is quicker than you, you have to anticipate. So you give him a little fake, and then you step in, and you take the charge. Nice play by John Paxson to step in front of the quicker Rod Strickland.
3 turnovers now for the Portland Trailblazers, trailing the Bulls by 1.
Horace Grant wants to post up against Strickland. Michael said, no, I want to take it against Porter.
Horace Grant is drooling down there. 7 on the shot clock. And we got a foul.
Fouled the jump shooter, Bob. That's 3 times in this quarter that Portland has fouled a 20-foot jump shooter.
4th team foul on Trailblazers. Bulls also with 4. So next foul by either team will put them into penalty with 3:11 to go in the first quarter. And Scott Williams is going to get into the game for the Chicago Bulls. Next opportunity. 18,000 plus at the Madhouse on Madison Street. 1800 West Madison in cold Chicago. It's supposed to be down to 10 tonight. I heard just moments ago that the snow flurries and the wind, as they call it in Chicago, the hawk, is flying tonight.
It is cold, and it will be cold out in that parking lot when we leave the game tonight.
My limo usually comes right to the door, so not a big problem.
See Bill Cartwright make both free throws. When you look at the Chicago Bulls shooting only 70% from the free throw line this year, that has been a real nightmare for them early in the season.
Bulls by 3. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Cliff Robinson, who's been playing great, matched up against Scottie Williams.
You can just see his confidence. He's playing under control. He's playing with poise, not rushing it. He's playing great basketball. He's going to win the 6th Man of the Year award this year, I think, Bob.
I think he's the best 6th man in the league right now, for sure.
Well, you got Shrimp starting and Marley starting, so...
Paxson from long range misses, but Williams gets the board quickly down to Duckworth.
Strickland will not shoot the outside shot.
Duckworth from the baseline. Good feed by Strickland. They love to penetrate and kick it back out.
Well, Rod Strickland's only shooting 39%, so you know he's not going to shoot the jump shot. You've got to get back off of him and almost entice him, tease him into taking that outside shot.
This is Rod Strickland's hometown, of course. He played at DePaul.
Michael's going to back him in and jump right over the top.
And score. And Michael has 8 Bulls by 1. 2 minutes to go, first quarter. Timeout, Portland Trailblazers. And Michael Jordan is playing without a...
And Cliff Robinson it gives them insurance, so when a Drexler and a Kersey has a problem, that they can step in. And although they miss those guys, they have quality people coming in off the bench. What it does, though, now is it weakens your bench. Mario Ali picked up a couple quick fouls. We'll have to see how that plays out the rest of the evening.
King and Tucker in for Chicago. Tucker defending Porter. King playing Duckworth. Scott Williams on Robinson. 5 seconds to shoot. Tough drive, and Robinson is bailed out by the foul from Scott Williams, his first. That's the 15 foul.
Bob, let's talk about the productive bench of the Blazers. Look, points per game plus 11 over their opponent, plus 2 rebounding, field goal percentage 10% higher than their opponents. This is one of the reasons why Portland, because of Drexler's surgery and struggling a little bit. You look at the Portland shooting, and it's amazing they're 10-3, Bob, as we see Dave Johnson coming into the game. But Drexler's shooting 41%, Porter's shooting 41%, and Strickland's shooting 39%, and they're 10-3, which tells you that Mario Ellis and the Duckworths and the Cliff Robinsons and these other guys have played very, very well through the Portland's poor shooting.
Dave Johnson, by the way, Portland's first-round selection in the 1992 NBA draft out of Syracuse. He led the Orangemen in scoring and rebounding in 32 games last year. That's Dave Johnson. He wears number 4, defending Trent Tucker. Horace Grant from long range, not his shot, and Horace has been taking his share of those perimeter jumpers.
I think that's why Horace's field goal shooting is down about 8% also, not getting quite as many easy baskets.
Robinson missing from long range also. Portland ball, 11 on the shot clock.
Now that ball did not hit the rim, so it will not get a recycling. So as you said, only 11 seconds on the clock, 1:08 to go in the quarter. Let's see if they get a quick jump shot for Dave Johnson coming off this screen, or maybe even Rod Strickland.
Both teams 8 for 20 from the field. It's 40% early in this game.
To get it up, 7 seconds.
Robinson has 3 seconds on the penetration. Tough move. New shot clock. Cliff Robinson follows and scores.
Boy, Cliff Robinson drives so well to his left hand. He's a right-handed player, but the explosion on the second effort to get the offensive rebound and the putback was excellent.
Nice defense by Strickland. It was touched by Portland, so it's not an over and back. Scott Williams behind his back, off the glass, and he's fouled.
How about Scotty Williams, left-handed dribble behind his back, banking the shot on the run and getting fouled. Let's take a look at this one again. Look at this, behind the back, left-handed, locks Buck Williams' ankles up and then banks it in off the glass. Great play by Scott Williams. Look at this, nice play. And Buck Williams is an all-defensive performer, first team 2 years ago and second team last year, so that's one of the better defensive power forwards in the game.
Foul was on Cliff Robinson, his first. Rebound, Buck Williams out to Robinson.
Let's see if they get a quick shot up here. Go 2 for 1. They need to get a quick one up here.
30 seconds in the quarter.
I don't think they're going to be able to do it now. They're going to have to slow it down and get a good shot.
Tied at 21. 10 to shoot.
How about Cliff Robinson?
Ice water. 9 points for Cliff Robinson off the bench. He was a second place, really, in most people's mind for in November Player of the Month. Of course, the Player of the Month was Michael Jordan.
Stacey King with an offensive foul as he turned to hand the ball off to B.J. Armstrong. He twisted and got his hip on Rod Strickland. Now, Terry Porter in the ball game. Why is he in? He's a 3-point shooter. Look for Strickland to push the ball ahead. 10 seconds. Try to break down the defense. If he can't get all the way to the basket, kick it out for an open shot.
There it is, the penetration, the kick. Robinson misses from three-point land. Rebound, Stacey King, and that'll end the first quarter with the Blazers leading it by 2. Low-scoring first quarter, 23-21.
Games Portland out-rebounding Chicago 17-11. When Portland out-rebounds their opponents, they're 8-0.
The lob attempt inside to David Johnson goes awry. That's 4 Portland turnovers. Armstrong, who started, played only a couple of minutes, went out, is back in the game for Chicago.
Now you see the second unit of Chicago on the floor. Interestingly enough, not Rodney McCray.
Great pass from Pippen.
Rodney McCray has not gotten into the ball game. He played 32 minutes the other night, only had 2 points.
I'm not sure the Bulls were a lot better off losing Livingston and Hodges, particularly getting McCray. He has not produced so far. That's goaltending, offensive basket interference.
Well, there's no question that Rodney McCray has struggled. He has been very lethargic. He has not been aggressive either offensively or defensively. And you see the nice pass, and there's the goaltend on Scotty Williams. Give the 2 points to Mark Bryant.
Blazers by 2 early in the second quarter. Along with Doug Collins, Bob Neal with you from Chicago Stadium. Trent Tucker.
Bob, what you're seeing is Scottie Pippen with a second unit. Probably after a few minutes, Michael will come in for him and stabilize that second unit. Phil likes to keep one of those guys on the floor with the bench people.
Johnson missing from the baseline. Scott Williams with his first rebound of the game. He's becoming a force for the Bulls, no question about it. Nice center or power forward. Stacey King. Nice move. Stacey has not been playing well of late, but he looked good on that drive.
Stacey was 4 for his last 19 field goals. I'm sure it feels very good for him to make his first shot tonight.
The Bulls have tied it at 25. Strickland, with the penetration, he's fouled on the drive. Wave off the basket, that fouls on Tucker.
That's his first.
The Bulls got caught in a mismatch that time with Trent Tucker playing Rod Strickland. Does not have the quickness to do that. Strickland was wise to take it to the basket and draw the foul. So this lineup on the floor, Strickland's going to play screen roll with Duckworth, and they're going to go to Cliff Robinson.
Strickland penetrating, block shot. Scotty Williams out to Pippen. Armstrong blocked by Robinson. Saved by Duckworth.
See, BJ's got to drop that ball off. It was 2-on-1. He had Scotty for a dunk. He tried to take it against the shot blocker.
Strickland penetrates and kicks it to Robinson from the perimeter.
Well, Uncle Cliffy felt it on both ends. A great block, and then he comes back with a jump shot. So this was the Cliff Robinson highlight package here, Bob. I don't know if we're going to be able to see from this angle, but Cliff Robinson is back in a 2-on-1. You're going to see the nice block by Scott Williams. The ball is outletted to Scottie Pippen, who finds BJ. Now BJ's going to get, once he gets him in the air, if he drops the ball off, so you see where Scottie Pippen is, he had a layup. Now Cliff Robinson hustles back to the other end and gets the open jump shot to give the Blazers a 2-point lead.
For Saturday. Tucker to Scottie Pippen. 10 to shoot for the Bulls. Tucker beats Murray. Nice pull-up by the veteran.
Well, nice head fake to get Cliff Robinson in the air. Froze the defender and made the nice, tough little jump shot.
First basket of the night for Trent Tucker. Rod Strickland, who played it with Paul. Tracy Murray. That was for 3. Stacey King the rebound, and Pippen on the run.
Portland's doing a nice job getting back in the transition game. Chicago really has not had many open floor opportunities.
Stacey King, nice move in the paint. He has 4. Well, Michael Jordan took a rest as the Bulls trap. Almost stolen by Tucker. David Johnson, tough inside move. Didn't get it to go. Jordan went out with 2 minutes to go in the first period. 8:27 to go in the half, and Michael hasn't returned.
Chicago would like to scramble this game a little bit, get Portland going up and down the floor, because with Drexler and Kersey gone, they're down to really 7-8 guys that they normally play. They'd like to get this game up tempo at home and run a little bit more. Portland has done a nice job really of taking care of the ball and getting back defensively to prevent that from happening. Also getting some second and third shots around the basket.
Tied at 29. Armstrong defending Strickland. Pass inside to Cliff Robinson. Nice job on the pass, and Robinson a good job receiving the ball. Pippen was on him, and Cliff has 13.
Well, Cliff got the ball, and Scotty got his headband.
And his headband's down around his eyes now. Is this the no-look dunk?
Oh, he can see.
Nah. Trent Tucker from long range. Blazers and Bulls tied at 31.
Nice move by Rod Strickland. What quickness. Change of direction behind his back.
First basket of the night for Rod.
Well, Stacey wants it in a quick post-up against Mark Bryant.
There's the double team. Bulls find the open man. It's Pippen. Gets Robinson airborne and lays it in. Tie at 33. 9 for Pippen.
Now, when you got a shot blocker, many instances, all you have to do is flick your eyebrows and he'll leave the ground. That time, Scotty with a nice head and shoulder fake ball fake, and Cliff Robinson went flying for the second time.
David Johnson trying to get something off the dribble against Pippen. He can play the defense. 5 seconds to shoot.
That's a tough shot. It's going to be a loose ball foul on Mark Bryant.
That's why he was so open for the rebound. Strickland can really get the ball down inside the paint.
Well, look at the change of direction. I mean, behind the back left-handed, goes right past B.J. Armstrong, and then the nice move, a little finger roll around the basket. That's vintage Rod Strickland there.
So Michael Jordan is back in the ball game now. Michael set out, let's see, 7 minutes. He was gone with 2 minutes and then 5 minutes. So let's see if that arch on his left foot tightened up any. Armstrong left alone from Jordan. Bulls lead it by 2.
That's B.J.'s first 2 points of the game. Looks like Chicago trying to extend their defense a little bit. Of course, Grant does a very good job of coming up the floor and playing bigger players.
10 to shoot for the Trailblazers. Robinson kicks it to Ellie, who has that shot. Not this time. Horace Grant. Bulls have the numbers. Big rebound by Stacey King.
Well, Stacey got that rebound 1-on-3.
That's 4 rebounds. Pippen takes it inside. Left hand. Pass Curry over Robinson. 11 points. The Bulls lead it by 4. 6:02 to go in the first half. This game has been tied 8 times, but the Bulls are now up by 2 buckets.
B.J. Armstrong on his back, and then Scotty tries to get the block and gets the foul.
Tied at 37 now.
That's the only way that pass could have gotten through by Buck Williams. Just a great entry pass into the post. Cliff Robinson with 16 points already in this game off the bench.
He's been averaging 20 points per game in his last 7. Loose ball foul. At the conclusion of tonight's game, Doug Collins and I will be selecting the Budweiser player of the game. Leading candidate right now is certainly Cliff Robinson. Michael Jordan's left arch is okay enough for him to play. He has played in the ball game, but played up until 2 minutes to go in the first quarter, then set out 7 minutes. He's back in now.
Going to go back to Cliff Robinson in the post against Scottie Pippen. Watch for the lob here. He'll roll out and lob.
6 seconds to shoot. Armstrong from Jordan, rimmed out of there. Horace Grant with the loose ball. Yep, it was knocked away by Robinson. Got the foul on Armstrong.
BJ's frustrated. He's missed about 3 or 4 open jump shots that he normally makes.
He's playing with a sore thigh, by the way. He was hurt in practice. Cartwright got him in the knee.
Bill's done that to a lot of guys in his career. Not on purpose, but just by being Bill.
Yeah, he wears a sign that says this area dangerous. Don't come in here. See the bench scoring. Big difference. Of course, we talked about this Portland bench. Blazers lead it by 1. Ellie for 13.
Well, Mario Ellie, that was a very tentative shot. He had the open shot. Instead of taking it, he put it on the floor to try to get a better one. Then he guided it instead of taking the shot.
The team second.
Rodney McCray comes into the ball game for the Chicago Bulls. Rodney has been struggling since coming here to Chicago. Has played off the bench in every game. Had his first start in Boston, but in 32 minutes scored only 2 points, had 3 rebounds. Has been shooting just 20% over the last 4 games.
Well, interesting lineup here. Chicago's going 2 big guards. Got a moving foul, I think, on Stacey King.
Chicago personal offensive foul.
Let's look at the changing faces. Cliff Levingston, Craig Hodges gone, Rodney McCray, Trent Tucker in their place. You can see the production is down, but a lot of that also, in fairness to Chicago and their struggles here early in the year, is that John Paxson is struggling back from his knee surgery, as is Bill Cartwright. And the personality of this team has changed a little bit. Hodges and Levingston, very upbeat guys. You've got 2 new guys to the roster. That takes time to get used to.
Duckworth against Grant. Grant playing with 2 personal fouls. Duckworth hits the hook. And the Blazers lead it by 3, and it's a 7-0 Portland run. Chicago had hit 5 in a row and now missed 7 in a row. Loose ball foul on Kevin Duckworth. That's 2 on Kevin.
It's only the 3rd team foul, so the Blazers not yet over the penalty.
The Bulls have committed 4, by the way, with 3 minutes to go in the half.
Here's the post up. When in doubt, go to Michael in the post.
There's the double team. Robinson with the foul on the attempted block. 2 on Robinson now. 4th team foul. Next foul will put both in the penalty. You always know when Cliff Robinson's really upset because he removes the headband.
Well, I think this was a good block. I think Michael got the benefit of the doubt right here. Jack Madden giving him that call. But if we watch it from another angle, Michael did not get fouled by Cliff Robinson. This is all ball right there. So these are 2 gifts for Michael at the free throw line.
Michael's missed 2 free throws tonight. Chicago's 0 for 7 from the floor in their last field goal attempts after hitting 6 in a row.
Well, Chicago has not shot the ball well all season long. Their shooting is off about 3% this year. Their field goal or their free throw shooting is off 4%.
Robinson is fouled on the drive. He was fouled by Rodney McRae. Coming up at halftime, the Reebok halftime report. Ernie Johnson in our Atlanta studio. Scores and highlights from tonight's action, featuring the Heat Celtics game, by the way. Ernie will also have a one-on-one with, I don't want to go one-on-one with him. I bet Ernie lost that. With Shaquille O'Neal. The Reebok halftime report coming up next.
If you're Portland, you have to say, we've got to be very pleased right now. Drexler Kersley gone, Rick Adelman looking on. 2 minutes and 45 seconds to go. The Bulls only have 38 points at home. And you expect Chicago to run more at home. They're a team that really feeds off this crowd. And Portland has kept this crowd rather quiet.
It's a 3-point Blazers lead, 2:35 to go in the half.
No, they're shooting jump shots. Not getting anything going to the basket. Portland is doing a good job of building a wall and forcing all jump shots.
Robinson left McRae alone, but he still missed. McRae is 2 for his last 11 shots from the field. And the Bulls are 0 for their last 9 in this game. 2 minutes to go.
Screen roll. Ellie against Scottie Pippen. They're going to call an offensive foul.
Got that shoulder down into Pippen, and that's 3 on Mario Ellie.
Mario Ellie, as a starter, has not scored tonight and has 3 fouls. Normally he comes off the bench and gives him a big lift. There's the push-off against Scottie Pippen in the foul. Mario Ellie on the season shooting about 53%, averaging close to 10 points a ball game, shooting 50% from the three-point line. He's not been able to get anything going tonight offensively.
With his 3, sits down rookie Tracy Murray from UCLA checks in. Murray had the start tonight with Drexler and Percy back in Portland.
See how Portland's jamming everything, though? Everything is a jump shot. See, Scottie Pippen shoots the jumper with a hand in his face.
I don't think Robinson got a piece of that. Cartwright offensive board. Duckworth didn't like it as Cartwright really popped him before he laid it in. 1:30 to go, first half, 1-point game. Very competitive game here tonight. I thought the Bulls had a chance to blow these guys out with Drexler and Percy.
Well, thanks to this guy, he's keeping it close.
Go to the line, McRae with 2 quick fouls.
When you struggle, you fall into fouls. No shots go for you. It seems like anything that can go wrong will. That's Murphy's Law. And right now, Rodney McRae is living that as a basketball player here in Chicago. New environment. You'd like to come in, make an immediate hit with the fans. That has not happened. And Chicago fans can get down on you. Just ask Stacey King. He went through it here a couple seasons ago. So you have to hope for the Chicago Bulls' sake that Rodney McKay can get it cranked up here relatively soon. They need big minutes from him and some numbers.
Just ask Mike Ditka.
Exactly. You know, you can be popular and not popular in a hurry.
19 points for Cliff Robinson. Blazers by 3 minutes, 17 to go in the half. Into Cartwright. Good play by Robinson. And a good pass from Cartwright to Pippen, who lays it in, and he has 13. 1-point Blazers lead. 1 minute to go in the half.
Terry Porter only 2 points in this game, and Portland is winning. You have to really look at the numbers and say, how are they doing it other than Cliff Robinson?
That's the answer. Good play by Pippen. 3 seconds to shoot. Porter from the baseline. That beat the buzzer. The rebound was stolen. It was knocked away by Buck Williams and then laid in by Tracy Murray, who has 10 points.
Chicago going 2 for 1. A quick shot. So they'll get the last shot of the half.
Porter is fouled hard with 28.7 to go in the half.
That's another foul on Rodney McCray. That's 3 fouls on Rodney McCray, and he lost the last loose ball under the basket. So again, Rodney McCray, the victim here of a tough play by Terry Porter, taking the ball right to his chest and creating the foul.
Blazers and Bulls are tied at 45.
Well, actually, Terry Porter went so quickly up and down the floor. There's still almost 29 seconds to go, so Portland will get the last shot of the half. So actually, both teams here in the last 34 seconds are going to get 2 shots apiece.
McCray's going to sit down as Trent Tucker re-enters the game. And Rod Strickland's coming in for Portland. He'll replace Kevin Duckworth.
See, now, if I'm Rick Adelman right now, the one thing I don't want to happen is Cliff Robinson has 2 fouls. I do not want him to pick up his 3rd foul in the last 29 seconds. I tell him, Cliff, don't go for a shot block. I want you to have 4 fouls going into the second half. This 3rd foul could change the whole complexion of the game. Let's see what happens.
Blazers by 2. Robinson, Buck Williams, Strickland, Tracy Murray, and Porter on the floor for the Blazers.
They're going to isolate, let Michael Jordan go one-on-one against Porter. Trent Tucker's a 3-point shooter. Scottie Pippen will shoot 3 from the corner.
Funny, haven't seen that before. Michael misses the 18-footer with 8 seconds to go in the half. Porter really struggling getting it across the line. Strickland, offensive foul. Into Scottie Pippen, Chicago ball, down by 2, and that's 2 fouls on Strickland.
Well, Chicago's scrambling everywhere. Rick Adelman upset, felt that Terry Porter was fouled in the back court. 2.2 seconds. Can they throw a long pass to Michael Jordan? We've seen this a lot. They're going to double team Michael.
Horace Grant from downtown. And the Blazers have a 2-point halftime lead. Doug Collins and I will be back here to Chicago Stadium in just a few minutes with Michael Jordan and the Jordanaires. But right now, let's go to Ernie Johnson Jr. in Atlanta.
All right, thank you, Bob. Coming up next, folks, it is the...
In Philadelphia, they'd have booed that guy out of the building.
Keith and Judy Lambert. Well, a lot of witnesses saw that wedding.
As Tracy Murray loves the 3-point shot.
Loose ball foul.
It's going to go against Bill Cartwright, pushing off against Kevin Duckworth.
That's his second.
The team's first.
Blazers by 2. Opening moments of the second half here. Michael Jordan, it was questionable whether Michael could go. He loosened up. That sore left arch is okay, and he's playing.
Well, Bob, if I told you right now, Terry Porter had 4, Mario Elie had none. They're the starting guards. Would you say that the Blazers had a 2-point lead? I'm sure the answer would be no. It's a tough shot by Buck Williams.
Rebound, Michael Jordan.
Michael hit 4 of his first 5 shots, then went 1 for 5 to end the half after he came back off the bench.
Boy, Cartwright hard to the hoop and was fouled by Buck Williams after he beat Kevin Duckworth. That's Buck's first.
Buck Williams is first. The team's first.
Quick spin move by Bill Cartwright into the lane. He wheels right against Kevin Duckworth, and he takes the ball. Clean block upstairs by Buck Williams, but he got him with the body.
Michael Jordan in the first half with 12 points. Doug told you that he finished up shooting 50%, but he started hot, finished kind of cool. Wondered how Michael's arch would feel after the halftime, and we understand that he says it's feeling okay. He's not having a lot of problem with it. Big story in the Boston Globe when Chicago lost to Boston on Wednesday about this might be a tear in the plantar fascia tendon, and it might end Michael's career. He said that's hogwash, and obviously it's not been torn or he wouldn't be able to play.
Well, I think the gist of the story was that John Havlicek had that injury, and it really forced him to suffer in his career with it, but obviously every foot is different.
And John had a tear, and Michael's his strain. Armstrong on the run.
I think if the Chicago gets any kind of run, you're going to see a timeout.
Cartwright missed the layup. The pass from Grant. That's 8 rebounds for Buck Williams.
Nice play there by Buck Williams. Screen roll. You can see that anytime that Portland bogs down, they're going to go screen roll. Buck Williams has been very active here, taking 3 shots early in the third quarter, going 1 for 3.
Jordan left alone. It'll be Portland ball. I noticed when Michael was warming up before the game, he looked like he did have relative quickness and could move around, but he was missing a lot of his shots in practice.
Well, you know, you got a stoppage of the play here by Jack Madden. But you know what? When you come back, you know, it's tough to get into your rhythm. Michael got off to a quick start. When he sat down and he came back, he's really not gotten rhythm back yet. Everything is a jump shot, though. Nothing explosive going to the basket.
10 seconds to shoot for the Trailblazers. 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. Portland misses the 3 attempt. Portland is 0 for their last 7 3-point attempts. Coming up on Tuesday night, coverage of the NBA continues on TNT. That's 3 on Grant. The Celtics and the Magic. That'll be a good one. Shaquille O'Neal, I hope you got to hear the one-on-one interview with Ernie Johnson Jr. and the Shaq. They'll be playing the Boston Celtics. Celtics are coming in here to Chicago for a game tomorrow night. Celtics beat the Bulls without Michael Jordan on Wednesday. Marioli having trouble handling the ball. They're going to call him a double dribble. The Blazers continue to lead by 2, and that's 7 turnovers.
Michael in the post.
Yes, that's about 12-footer.
When in doubt, put Michael in the post. Again, he's such a tremendous low post player.
14 points for Michael tonight, the 11th tie of this ball game. Tracy Murray can get the shot off the dribble. Misses from the left hand. Pippen behind the back. Michael back to Pippen. And the foul.
It's a good foul. It's a good foul, though. Scottie Pippen went up strong. This crowd is looking for something to get excited about. Had Scottie been able to slam dunk that, this crowd would have been able to get into the game. Scottie has been really struggling at the free throw line this year. He shot very well last year.
That's 2 on Buck Williams.
Shot 76% last year, only 63% this year. So Horace Grant's free throw shooting 74% last year, 51% this year. So the 2 starting forwards for Chicago having their problems at the free throw line.
Scottie Pippen with 14 points tonight.
Mario Elie fell asleep.
How many times have we seen Michael Jordan steal the rebound and jam it home off the missed free throw? That got this crowd on their feet.
And here's the timeout that I talked about. Mario Elie falls asleep, and Michael with a spectacular slam dunk.
The NBA on TNT is brought to you by GMC Truck, the strength of experience.
Likes a jump hook left-handed. He gets called for the traveling violation.
6 Chicago turnovers.
Now, Portland's going to win this game. They have got to get something from Terry Porter. He has 4 points in the ball game and has not been able to get his shot tonight. They have got to go to him, and he's got to start making some outside jumpers.
You got to get more than 2 points at 3.5 minutes also. Biggest Chicago lead has been 4 points.
See, they go right back to Cliff Robinson in the game.
3 Bulls around him. It was Grant who got his hands on the ball. 2 on the shot clock. 2 seconds to shoot. Duckworth has it blocked, but he had to throw the shot as the clock wound down.
You know, Kevin Duckworth saying to himself, you know, I want the ball in the low post. Don't throw it to me out here where I got to beat the shot clock. I really don't need those kind of shots.
Bulls by 3. Cartwright setting a big pick. That's Chicago's biggest lead of 5 points.
We're in the danger zone right now. Portland's seeing it slipping away right now. They need a hoop here.
Foul on Chicago. Buck Williams gets it to fall.
Are they going to give him the continuation? They're going to call it before.
They're going to say, and Buck Williams doesn't feel happy about that at all. No basket.
Well, you know what? The ball did not go back on the floor, so the rule states that on the continuation, if the whistle blows and you do not take another dribble, you're supposed to get the continuation. So I think Buck Williams got cheated out of 2 points there.
Horace Grant with 4 fouls sits down, and at halftime, Horace Grant had no points on 0 for 5 shooting, but he did have 7 rebounds. Porter over Armstrong.
They need that.
Bulls by 3. 6 points for Porter.
You know, Michael's starting to look a little more frisky here. Let's see if he gets aggressive. The last time down the floor, he looked like he was moving a little bit better.
They waved that one off, too. No continuation.
Portland personal foul 3. Cliff Robinson is third.
3 fouls on Cliff Robinson now. Cliff Robinson having a lot of playing time in this game, as is Mario Elie and several of the other players, because 2 of their key players are not here tonight. Drexler and Kersey had to go back to Portland, both with swollen knees. They put Kersey on the injured list.
I think Michael's ready for one of those explosions here. You can just sort of sense it. He's got a little more bounce in his step. I've watched him go up and down the floor the last couple times. I really think that dunk got him excited.
Michael with 18 in this game. Robinson using the screen is fouled by Pippen. Michael leads the league in scoring at 33.7 per game. And he has 18 at the moment. Boston leading Miami. Boston will be in here in Chicago tomorrow night. And San Antonio out in front of New Jersey, at New Jersey by 7. Detroit by 10. Atlanta trailing at Indiana. Cliff Robinson with 20 points early. Denver leading Golden State.
Well, the Blazers are hanging in there. It's down only 3.
56-53 Chicago. 7 minutes to go, third quarter.
Here comes Michael again. He's feeling it, Coach. I'm telling you.
Follow-up jam by Scott Williams.
Michael's got that look. I've seen that many times. Like, give me the ball, get out of the way. I'm going to get us some points here.
Michael getting a real rest defensively because Mario Elie has not been a factor in the game offensively at all. Porter for 3. That's keeping Portland in. They're trailing by 2.
Well, Terry Porter has gotten the wake-up call offensively. That's 5 quick points.
Cartwright defended by Duckworth. Little lean in, but he travels. That's 2 in this quarter and 7 Chicago turnovers.
Here's Michael on the drive. Now, I think if Michael is really feeling, he dunks his basketball, but he takes it to the other side. Normally, he'll try to jump right over the top of you there. Try to sneak the ball through the arms of 3 defenders, and a nice follow-up by Cartwright.
Porter on the double team to Duckworth.
We got to go back to Porter.
Robinson back to Duckworth from the baseline.
Good ball movement. Cliff Robinson and Kevin Duckworth on a nice little fading jump shot.
Portland's battled back into a tie here. They had trailed by 5. That's Chicago's biggest lead of the game. 12 ties in this game. Portland with a chance to regain the lead now. There's the double team out high, the trap. Elie. Buck Williams fouled as he lays it in from Chicago Stadium. Standing room only crowd. Bob Neal, Doug Collins with you. The Chicago Bulls half a game out of the lead in the Central Division. Portland Trailblazers only a half a game in front of the Pacific. The first time the 2 have met since the championship series last year, in which Chicago won their 2nd consecutive world championship, 4 games to 2 over the Trailblazers. I might add here also that Clyde Drexler and Jerome Kersey went back to Portland after the Portland shoot-around this morning, both with swollen knees.
When you say the Chicago Bulls are trailing in the Central Division, they are not trailing the Cleveland Cavaliers. They are trailing the surprising Milwaukee Bucks.
Oh, I like the look of that Milwaukee team, and I know you've always been a fan of the coaching.
Oh, Mike Dunleavy's a tremendous coach, and he's done a great job. They got some speed and quickness on that team now, and they are an exciting ball club.
7 new players for Milwaukee, and another one today.
Yeah, that's right, John Barry, huh?
Blazers by 1 here.
Michael's looking for a reverse here. He's trying to set Elie up for a lob.
10 to shoot. Offensive foul.
Offensive foul
on Scott Williams. That's his 3rd foul.
His 3rd.
8 Chicago turnovers. 5:23 to go, third quarter. Porter, Buck Williams, Duckworth, Cliff Robinson, and Mario Elie on the floor for Portland.
Duckworth against Stacey King. Now, Stacey not a shot blocker.
There's the double team. And that's off Cliff Robinson. It was tipped off the hands of Pippen, then Robinson. And now 9 Portland turnovers. Paxson, Jordan, Scott Williams, Stacey King, and Pippen on the floor for the Bulls. Michael Jordan has 20.
Makes the game look too easy, Bob. That's not fair.
Blocked by Stacey King. Pippen wanted to use Williams for the screen, but Williams backed right into it. 10 to shoot for Chicago.
Michael wants it in the post against Ellie. Medium range jumper here. Turn around.
Ellie pushed him out. Michael backs back in. Scott Williams with a near miss on what would have been a monster offensive board and jam. Robinson pulls up.
You know, Cliff Robinson is playing so well. He's playing all-star basketball right now for Portland, whether he's coming off the bench or whatever. This guy is playing great basketball.
23 points.
Bob, I've never seen him so poised with him shooting his shots. He's not shooting those wild flying shots that he took last year.
And he can play any of those positions up front for Portland.
Absolutely. I mean, that's what can make him play. He's right now matched up against Scottie Pippen at the 3. You'll see him at the 4 spot and the 5 spot.
Seesaw game. Bulls by 1.
I think you got to go back to Porter. Oh,
Duckworth.
He banked that one in. I don't think he called that. That was a baseline bank shot.
That's a tough one. Horse shot. 10 points for 0-0. Probably forgotten that Kevin Duckworth plays college basketball here in Illinois at Eastern Illinois University.
Played in high school at Thornridge here in Chicago.
Paxson missing from long range. Porter bothered. He's all alone, and Robinson couldn't find the handle, as we like to say in football.
We see John Paxson. Normally he makes those open jump shots. He's going to try to post John Paxson. Let's see if they come over and double team and give some help.
Porter over Paxson.
7 points now in this quarter for Terry Porter. They were down 5, and he's come out with 7 points in this quarter. They are now up 3. But Paxson's such a great shooter. He just didn't have his legs, and you can see in his release, Bob, he
wanted that one. He stepped into Robinson and he shot it over.
Well, Scotty made the good move on the season. He's 2 for 18 from the 3-point line, so he got a little step closer and was able to stick the jump shot.
Blazers by 1. Pippen has 20.
Now they put Michael over on Porter to try to cool him off. This is something they like to do when a guy gets hot.
Michael slipping on the floor seems to be all right. Good defensive play by Rod Strickland.
Let's watch the matchups now. You've got Michael playing Porter at the 2, and you have Strickland now and Paxson matched up against each other, as Portland now has gone to Strickland and Porter at the back court.
Posting up Jordan against Porter. Williams open from 16. Rebound Terry Porter.
See, Michael draws double teams, and that's a free throw for Scott Williams. He's got to be able to make that.
Cliff Robinson so quick to the release. This time air ball. Scotty Williams comes away. I think somebody got a hand on it.
Looks like Scottie Pippen got a little piece of that one.
Pippen got a piece of it. He has 22.
You know, you're saying, why is not Cliff Robinson up challenging Scottie Pippen? Because you want him to shoot jump shots. You do not want Pippen breaking down your defense. So if he's going to beat you that shot, you've got to congratulate him. You'll keep him off the free throw line and keep him out there on the 18 to 20-foot mark at the perimeter.
Following the timeout, the Bulls have regained the lead by 1 with 1:36 to go in the 3rd quarter. Duckworth is fouled.
Penalty situation. That'll be 2 free throws for Kevin Duckworth.
The Blazers have committed 3. And that's the 3rd personal on Stacey.
See, I think they're going to have to put Scott Williams on Duckworth because he's bigger and Kersey not here. And I'm sure he'd say, let's put it on the bank and let's play 14 minutes and see who wins this game.
Rick told me today he really likes this Portland team this year. You know, they've been disappointed the last 3 years that people have expected them to get to the championship game and win it. And he said he thinks they've really been helped by the addition of the bench players, Strickland and Mario Ellie, and of course the great play by Cliff Robinson. And says if the players have to miss now, Kersey and Drexler to get over those sore knee problems, he thinks now's the time for him to miss.
Well, you know, so much is said about having the home court advantage, and it is very, very important, but not at the expense of not having a healthy team. See, both of these teams have shown that they can win anywhere. These are the top 2 road teams in basketball, as well as the top records in basketball really over the last 3+ seasons. So they can both win on each other's courts if they are healthy.
Bulls now extend the defense. 13 ties and 16 lead changes in this ball game. It's been a good one. 10 to shoot for Trailblazers.
Buck Williams got away with changing his pivot feet.
Duckworth is posted down there against Scott Williams. Sumo wrestling, and they call Scott Williams, and that's his fourth.
Well, the emphasis on the season has been cleaning up low post play. We're going to see the arm wrestling here in the post between Scott Williams and Duckworth. One has a full Nelson, the other one is in a near pin. The foul goes against Scott Williams, but fouls are up 6% this season, 3+ per game. And the emphasis has been on taking away the arm wrestling in the low post. And I happen to like that rule. I do not like to see guys throwing each other down around the basket. I think you lose that it's a game of skill, and although strength is important, I don't think that strength should be able to take away from a skilled player around the basket.
Spoken like the true wiry finesse 6'6" guard you were.
I wasn't going to throw anybody down, that's for sure, Bob.
Blazers 69-68, 57 seconds left in the third quarter. Jordan against Portland, isolated aside. Pull up, he has.
And again, Portland making Chicago shoot jump shots.
Bulls by one.
Screen roll again. Duckworth and Strickland.
There's the switch. Duckworth left alone on the baseline. Not this time. Stacey King lost the rebound.
And that was a bad shot by Robinson. There's no one on the rebound, and he took a hurried shot.
Stacey King missed the lay-in. Run down by Jordan. Loose ball foul.
I think that Kevin Duckworth is going to be calling a loose ball foul. He really gave, I think, Scott Williams, who was it on?
I think they're calling it on Mark Bryant.
Mark Bryant, I think he really gave Scott Williams a shot underneath the basket on this loose ball when Stacey King misses this layup. Let's take a look at it. Keep your eye now on Scott Williams underneath the basket, right? Well, I didn't see much there. I think Scott Williams just lost his balance, and when he saw him falling, thinking that Mark Bryant probably committed the foul. Let's take a look at it from this angle. I don't think that Mark Bryant didn't foul him.
Yeah, Mark Bryant's number 2. If anybody did, it was Pippen. But nevertheless, Scott Williams goes to the free throw line.
Now, he has struggled with the free throw line big time this year.
Has 7 points in this game.
Shooting 64% on the season from the free throw line, Scott Williams. Tracy Murray in the game is a three-point shooter. Last possession goes to the Blazers unless Chicago. Here comes Michael Jordan again. Nobody blocking him out.
Doesn't look like that foot's hurting him too badly. Bulls by 3, 22 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Now Strickland's going to isolate here, try to penetrate. Post up Porter.
Here's Tracy Murray. Jordan gets right out on it. Nice move by Murray. 3 seconds.
Took it too quickly.
Paxson. Paxson's first points of the game, and the Bulls lead it by 6 at the end of the third quarter.
Well, Bob, the last words out of my mouth were that Tracy Murray took the shot too early. When you take it too early, the other team burns you. John Paxson with his first score of the ball game, a big three-pointer to give Chicago a 6-point lead, their biggest of the game. People love to see John Paxson shoot the basketball. He really stabilizes his starting unit. BJ is much better, I think, with his second team. I think the Bulls would love to get John back in that starting lineup. Makes him a lot more lethal, and that's nothing against BJ.
No, it just gives him better chemistry. Robinson blocked by Pippen. Paxson hard to the hoop. King couldn't handle it. Pippen is there. To Paxson. One touch to Jordan. Bulls have come alive. They lead by their largest margin by 10. Says, wait a minute. I don't travel.
Michael said, wait a minute. Hey, John and Jack Madden, you didn't referee last year with a bad back. I don't move my pivot foot. Now, wait there. Oh, yes, he did. Michael did a dance step.
He can move it once, okay. Move it twice, okay. 3 times, he's got to do it.
That's exactly right.
Strickland, big play. Rod Strickland cuts the Chicago lead to 8 with 10:28 to go in the game. 4 points for Strickland.
By the way, all kidding aside, it is nice to see Jack Madden back refereeing this year after being out most of last year with back surgery.
Pippen, 18. He's fouled on the shot. We'll go to the line. That's, by the way, the first team foul against the Blazers. Bulls have none.
Murray is third, team's first.
3 fouls on Tracy Murray, the rookie from UCLA, who started tonight because of Drexler and Kersey going back to Portland with their swollen knees. They put Jerome Kersey on the injured list. That means he'll miss 5 games. Drexler is not on the injured list.
Let's talk about free throw shooting of some of the Bulls. You see problems at the line. Scotty down 13%, Stacey 11%. Horace Grant down 23% as the team down 3%. 5th worst free throw shooting team in the NBA. That causes concerns at playoff time when the action slows down into a half-court game and there are more fouls and more free throws.
Pippen and Jordan both with 24 now. 10-point Bulls lead.
Well, as Cliff Robinson has cooled off, so have the Blazers. Only 4 points in this half. They are now down 10.
Scott Williams is playing Cliff Robinson. Great Bulls defense. The foul will be called, however, on Scottie Pippen. That's his third.
33, Scottie Pippen is third.
Coming up next, inside the NBA, we'll follow this telecast with Fred Hickman and Vince Cellini. The adventures of Shaquille O'Neal, and in case you missed it, feature.
A tough shot by Mario Elie as he finally gets on the board with his first 2 points. Let's see with Michael sitting down if Portland can chip into this 8-point lead.
Nice pass from Williams to Pippen to Williams.
Beautiful give and go.
Oh, the Bulls are glad to be back home. They've struggled in this game.
Oh, man, did you see the crossover by Rod Strickland?
Thought that was Hardaway for a minute.
Exactly, Hardaway-ish.
Scott Williams, by the way, has tied his career high with 12 points. Stacey King. Pippen. Bryant kept it alive for Tracy Murray. Bad pass by the rookie. Chicago ball.
Now, see, Tracy Murray, that's just being impatient. Tried to make the pass underneath the basket. He just threw it off Rod Strickland. But look at this crossover move. My word. What a great move by Rod Strickland against John Paxson. Scott Williams sitting down, and John Paxson to a great hand as B.J. Armstrong and Horace Grant check into the game.
Tucker in with the Bulls also, along with Stacey King and Pippen.
Now, Horace Grant has not scored in the ball game.
Mark Bryant with the rebound.
Has 4 fouls and is shooting 0 for 5 from the field.
Bulls by 8 points. Strickland out of control.
Good assist.
He'll get an assist for that.
That's the old shoe pass.
Mark Bryant lays it in. The shoe pass from Rod Strickland. By the way,
It's like your foot wedge in golf.
I have that.
Out in the woods.
I have that. I hit a tree with it the other day. Put it back again.
What is this, Scotty? That's a new one. A running jump hook by Scotty. I've not seen that one. I've seen Scotty now for 7 years, or 6 years, I guess it is.
26 points for Pippen. He plays so much better than Michael Jordan is in. Armstrong has only Strickland to beat. Strickland unbelievably quick. Pippen has 28. The Bulls lead it by 10. 7:58 to go. Portland was making a move. Bulls have made substitutions. Jordan's on the bench.
Pippen, beautiful little flip shot over the top of Cliff Robinson, who I think has gotten a little tired in the second half. Only 1 for 6 after 7 for 13, 19-point first half. So Portland is struggling to find points right now.
Struggling to find a shot on this possession. 5 seconds to shoot.
Well, they've gone 3 guards now with Porter, Elie, and Strickland in the game.
Horace Grant with a rebound. He has 8 rebounds. Jordan resting. Pippen running the show for Chicago. On the floor with Armstrong, Tucker, Stacey King, and Horace Grant. That's an offensive foul.
Chicago. Stacey King.
That's 4. 7:19 to go in this game. Bulls lead it by 10.
Well, there's still plenty of time for Portland to get back in the game if they can get some defensive stops and find somewhere where they can go offensively. Again, Porter's got to make it work here against Scottie Pippen. Strickland against B.J.
Elie trying to beat Tucker off the dribble. Nice move. Couldn't get it to fall.
Mario Elie's having one of those nights where he just can't get it to fall.
Strickland knocks it out of bounds. 17 to shoot for Chicago. Guess you'll be heading down to Durham.
Absolutely. I hope the Blue Devils are getting their rest for that big game against Michigan tomorrow.
Hail to the victors. whichever team that might be.
Yeah, okay. Wait till I tell them down there at Duke you're singing the Michigan fight song to me today.
Might be tough getting a couple of tickets.
No free tickets from Coach K, that's for sure.
Wish young Chris and the Blue Devils success. Jordan with the pull-up jumper. Michael has 26. And that's 7 off his average, 33.
Somebody's got to find a way to score some points here for Portland. It's really slipping away.
Cliff Robinson was wide open. That was a very bad pass from Terry Porter.
Well, as Chicago has geared up their defense here, Portland has had no answers for it. Michael squaring you up, going up on the jump shot. Nice rotation, and knocks it right in the basket. Michael shooting the ball very well in the second half. I think that's 6 for 9 now for Michael in the second half.
10 to shoot for Chicago. Jordan talking to Porter as he backs him in. Turn around. Michael has 28. So does Scottie Pippen.
I think they want a 20-second timeout if they can get the ball across half court.
17 to shoot as they get the 20-second timeout. I mentioned that both Pippen and Jordan have 28 points. Pippen has tied his season high
in the playoffs against them, and going against Clyde Drexler. They're going to have to find a way to do something with he and Scottie Pippen because those two guys really have their way against this ball club. And I like the depth. I like the changes that Portland has made. And we're going to have to see as the season wears on if the changes that Chicago made will help them once those guys get in sync.
So far, the changes haven't been that great. Jordan, beautiful pass from Pippen. Scottie with a big smile on his face as Michael got the lay-in. He has 30.
That's like a timing play in football where the ball is passed before the receiver breaks. When he turns, the ball is waiting for him. Great pass, great catch.
Think of Jordan as a wide receiver.
It'd be like a Jerry Rice, except for 6'6" instead of 6'2" or 3, I guess.
I don't know. 93-81, Bulls by 12, 5:13 to go in this ball game. Bulls looking confident now. Portland looking tired without Drexler in person.
Well, there's no doubt. Chicago's worn them down. Now they double in the post and leave BJ with the open shot.
And Horace Grant stole the offensive board. It's lost out of bounds. Goes the ball.
Horace is saying, "Can I find a basket somewhere here tonight, please? I don't want to go on the schneid with an offer here. I'm working hard. I just can't get anything around the basket to fall my way." See, now Porter's got to go against Michael Jordan. This is no easy match for him.
8 to shoot. Porter bumps into Jordan and pulls back from 15 to get the bucket.
Got away really with a little push-off against Michael.
Yes, 10-point Bulls lead. Porter has 15. He's had to struggle for it. Now he's got to defend Michael Jordan. Stepped away about 2 feet. Michael rattles it home. Michael, 1 point below his league-leading average.
Remember when I said in the third quarter Michael was getting that bounce back in his step? You can just, I've been around Michael enough to know when he gets that look and he starts getting that bounce and starts getting himself lathered up, he's ready to explode, and that's what he's done here in the second half.
Duckworth from the corner. We could tell that Michael was feeling pretty good after he worked out before the game, and he walked over before he left.
Yeah.
Chatted with us for a minute. At that point, he had broken a sweat. He had a smile on his face, and you could tell he must have been feeling pretty good.
And rested, you know. I mean, he got a little rest, and he came out here tonight, felt himself along, and then has finished very strong.
Offensive foul. Phil Jackson explodes off the bench with 3:47 to go in this ballgame. Let's hold on here and see what's going to be called. They may change it now. That's why Phil got up so fast.
He said it was on the pass off, and when Scottie heard the whistle, he threw the ball at the basket, so that should have been a 2-shot foul. Scottie got penalized for a very athletic play there.
Right. They say that it was on the pass off, and so they simply got the ball in foul.
Here's the little post up.
It was on Cliff Robinson, by the way. Williams comes away with the ball. Knifing pass into Michael Jordan, fouled him up Williams.
They reset the shot clock when they shouldn't have. That's what the Portland Trailblazers are saying right now. The ball did not hit the rim. The shot clock was reset, and on that foul, there were 20 seconds showing on the shot clock. So I guess maybe it did hit the rim, maybe on the replay. Let's see if it did skim the rim.
Yes,
so good call. That camera never blinks. That's why when you watch films, when you're a player and you've messed up, you tell the coach, like, I didn't do that. And then he said, well, what's the film say here?
Look at this. Just another walk in the park. Jordan and Pippen, 60 points, 19 rebounds. Jordan 9 of 13 this half from the floor. And Scottie Pippen now has his league-leading 33 points. This will make it 34, which will help him raise that average a bit. Scottie Pippen plays so much better and feels and appears so much more confident.
Oh, he does. I think you hit it right on the head. Let me tell you something about Michael Jordan. In 7 years, he's been involved in every Bulls victory.
Every game he's missed, they've lost.
Exactly.
Duckworth then getting Grant's been a monster on the board. Strickland almost stole it, saved it. Robinson to Rod. Behind the back, in the paint, dishes to Buck Williams. Portland finally finds the hoop, and that wasn't easy. Buck has 11.
Portland's still hanging around. There's still 3 minutes to go, but the clock is starting to work against them. They're going to have to get some stops here defensively. Maybe get a couple 3-point shots to fall for them.
The Bulls are milking the clock just a bit, down to 10. Down to 5. B.J. Armstrong left alone from Michael Jordan.
Well, B.J. finally got his jumper to fall. He's had a lot of open shots tonight, 2 for 9.
Strickland penetrates, dishes to Robinson.
Boy, Strickland does everything to put the ball in the basket. He gets in the lane and drops it right off. One last possession to Buck Williams, this time to Cliff Robinson. That's Cliff Robinson's second field goal in the second half after a major first half.
25 points in the game for Cliff Robinson. He had 19 at the half. 2 minutes to go in the game. 5 to shoot for Chicago. Jordan.
Get it to Michael
For 3.
Oh, are you serious?
He stepped on the line. That's a 2. That's the only.
I'll tell you what. That shouldn't happen. I mean, he makes the game look way too easy, Bob. I mean, this guy hadn't played basketball in a week.
36 points.
He's supposed to be rusty.
Cliff Robinson is mud down in the. My career is fading.
Oh, look at this. As the shot clock is winding down, 1 second on the shot clock when he nails the jumper.
It was an inch from being a three-pointer.
Tonight they're going to be able to hold the Blazers under 100 points.
Stolen by Strickland to Murray. Bulls by 8, 147 to go. Murray has 12 points. Tracy, the rookie, does.
Let's not write them off too soon here. It's only a 4-possession game, minute 40 to go.
And look at that ball. Monster jam. Horace Grant has entered the scoring column. Strickland looking hot tonight.
Boy, that was like revolving door defense by B.J. Just escorted him right to the basket.
Very little time elapsed on those possessions. Bulls by 8. B.J. Armstrong. This is Jordan. This is the follow-up. Out to Ellie. Portland has the numbers. Murray for 3. And it looks good.
That was right on line.
It was
Scottie with a walk.
Whoa, big turnover. We had a good angle on that Tracy Murray jumper. He's got a nice form.
That was right on line, just a little short. Look at the ball movement by Chicago into the middle. Back to Scottie Pippen. To Horace Grant, and Horace says, Scottie, thank you. I finally scored tonight.
Hard to get to the hoop. 103-95 Bulls. Minute 14 to go.
Details about the score.
Porter getting by Jordan.
Nice strong drive. We got a 6-point game, Bob. Minute 10. So let's not be too premature here. We got a foul on Terry Porter. That'll only be the 4th. So the Blazers had 1 to waste. Chicago will inbound the ball with a new 24-second shot clock. The next one they'll be shooting free throws. I'll tell you, if I'm in there, I got to think about fouling Pippen, Grant, or Scott Williams. If I'm Chicago, I get the ball to B.J. Armstrong or Michael Jordan. We see the timeouts, 2 for the Blazers, 3 and a 20 for Chicago. But Phil's got 3 bad free throw shooters on the floor right now. So
58 seconds to go. Portland now needing to steal. Scott Williams will go to the line. He is not a good free throw shooter.
See, this is good. Now you've got Scott Williams, a 64% free throw shooter. You put him on the line. There's still 45 seconds to go. The thing I'm sure that Phil Jackson's not happy about is the Chicago's just giving Portland layups on the other end of the floor. They're not even contesting defensively. You see Phil saying it was not like this last year. It was a little easier.
He won't like this, but I tell you, Phil, that's a lot more gray hair.
Scotty Williams steps up and knocks it in.
That's a big free throw. Horace Grant came over to congratulate him. He says, I know how tough it can be hitting the free throws.
Chicago shot very well tonight, 82.
Both teams.
Portland is a little bit better free throw shooting team as Scott Williams defies my logic and makes them both.
He was very pleased with himself for hitting them both. 8-point Chicago lead, 45 seconds remaining in the ballgame.
Do you have what it takes to escape from the cyborg?
We talk about rebounding be such a key for Portland in the first half. We saw they had the advantage. Remember, they're undefeated 8-0 when they out-rebound their opponents. Look what happened in the second half. I think a lot of that had to do with fatigue and the fact that Chicago started playing a little bit better, a little bit more aggressive around the basket.
What a strange turn of events. Portland's coming in here off of a victory. Chicago had lost 2 in a row on the road coming in. And Michael Jordan, some people even thought he might have had career-threatening injury. And it looked like Michael might miss the game and Portland would come in and have a chance to beat him. Instead, Drexler and Kersey get sent home with injuries. Michael plays and gets 38. And the Bulls get the win.
Well, I think anytime Michael's involved in an injury, there's a goaltend that they let Michael get away with. And anytime Michael's involved in an injury, sometimes I think it gets overblown because of his importance to this team.
You should have seen the video cameras out shooting video of Michael Jordan when he warmed up before the game.
This is goaltending. I'm sorry, but that's goaltending right there. That's called creative license when you're the best player in the NBA.
Cliff Robinson with 27 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 fouls in this ball game tonight. Just fouled out.
I really like the way Cliff Robinson is playing, though. He played a spectacular game tonight, a great first half. He did not have the big second half, but he was playing Scottie Pippen defensively. You were asking him to score. He's playing all-star basketball right now for Portland. I would have to say he's their most consistent player at this point in the season.
B.J. Armstrong with his 5th point tonight. Scott Williams has played a lot and effectively off the bench for Chicago tonight. Horace Grant rebounded well, but only scored 2 points. But it's been the Pippen and Jordan show.
Those guys set the tone. They set the tone. There's no doubt about it. They're the best 1-2 punch in the NBA, not only offensively, but I think they're the best players at their position defensively also.
And a good trend for Chicago as the Bulls hit their last 14 free throws. Michael Jordan with 38 points tonight. Coming off that sore arch that caused him to miss the Boston game. He has 12 rebounds.
The BJ's doing one of those things you do when you're
38 points tonight. And Michael, when you were in Chicago,
Clyde, Drexler, and a budding big gamer, Cliff Robinson. But how do you stop Jordan? Deny him inside, he'll shoot the 3 outside. 3 is in 3 in a row. He's a headache. He's the leader. He's the NBA best. So richly talented, even Michael at times can't believe he's that good.
A quick start because in the last 2 losses here at home, they got off to poor starts, and it was tough for them to come back and win those games. They have to get off to a good start to get this crowd going and going crazy.
The Bulls in red have the first opportunity. B.J. Armstrong working more and more into this Chicago offense as Jordan has noted his improved play, and he's earned Jordan's trust inside to Cartwright, and the veteran has the first basket.
What Chicago always like to do early, especially in the first quarter, is to try to get the ball inside to Bill Cartwright, try to get him involved in the game.
Gettleman telling us before the game today wants his team to be just a bit more patient. Just one more pass, 1 more second before you let it fire. Terry Porter outside to Duckworth. So Duckworth answers Cartwright 2-all.
Well, I would have to say that was patience there. They moved the ball well, got to look for the open man, and ended up in Duckworth's hand for about a nice 10, 12-foot jump shot.
Cartwright back outside to Pippen. Pippen and Jordan outside the 3-point line. Cartwright with that spin move, and he's 2 for 2.
Well, I tell you, this is a change of pace, huh? The 2 centers are battling out here early. I think it's good strategy on both teams' part. down low, get the big men involved.
Drexler still not 100%. That sore knee. Percy. Williams to Drexler. Percy won't fall, and Horace Grant holds it down. Ahead to Pippen, and the Bulls not eager to run. Cartwright with the first 4 points for Chicago. He's averaging only 6 a game. They go into him again. Pippen, Drexler knocks it away. And the call is against Scottie Pippen, using the arm to clear.
Yeah, it was an excellent call here. You can see he went to the baseline and he hooked Clyde Drexler right there with the arm, and excellent call by the official. You can look for the Chicago Bulls not to get in a running game with the Portland Trailblazers because of their bench, because so many people are out with injuries. So look for them to slow the game down.
We're going to be talking about the Bulls' thinness on that bench, which has impacted the style of their play. Duckworth not there. Grant has his second rebound. Here's Armstrong, former Iowa star. Paxson, of course, on the injured list. He's had knee surgery the past week. Pippen, and it's Armstrong. And when he's clear and faces the basket, he's been deadly lately.
Well, you know, it helps when you get into a transition game. There's a transition basket right there by Terry Porter. But his teammates now believe in BJ, and that's why he's playing with more confidence now.
Jordan barely has touched the ball. The Bulls are 3 for 3 from the floor here at the opener. And Cartwright. Williams bats it to Duckworth. There comes Porter looking for a tying goal. Around Armstrong. Pippen the other way for Chicago.
Looks like Scotty having a hard time now with the ball.
Jordan, a three-pointer. So Michael introduces himself to the score sheet with a 3.
Well, on that basket, that was a semi-transition basket, and Scottie Pippen took it to the lane, threw the man. Nice block right there by Michael, but a good hustle by Clyde. Oh.
This is the layup, and Cartwright ahead to Jordan. Armstrong. Tipped in by Michael Jordan.
Well, just as you mentioned, he didn't touch it for a minute. Now he gets 2 quick baskets, and he's involved in the game.
5 in a hurry for Jordan. And away from the ball, offensive foul on Portland. Buck Williams.
Well, here you have Scottie Pippen penetrating, and usually when you get good penetration, you get a shot like this, 3-pointer right there by Michael Jordan. And here's BJ driving. Nobody pays attention to Michael and boxes his mouth, and you know you got to put your body on Michael. Oh, the ball almost hit us, huh?
You're supposed to protect him. Where's the hands?
Yeah. But when Michael is on the court, you always have to pay attention to him, and that time somebody lost their assignment and didn't box him out, and he just jumped over everybody and tipped it in.
Cartwright strong to the hole and picks up the foul. Some of the gray showing in that veer to Bill. Duckworth has his first foul.
Well, this game is not going the way that Coach Adleman and the Portland Trailblazers want this game to go early on. I mean, here they are down right now 11-4 before they get ready to shoot the free throws. And this crowd is still quiet. They haven't been rocking and rolling. So they're going to have to get going here early, because with Michael Jordan, no game is safe for you. I don't care where you are. So they're going to have to get rolling, because you know Michael at any time will take over this game.
35-year-old Cartwright has his 5th point. Never forget when you asked him last year about having 4 children, and you said, Bill, what's it like to have 4? And his answer, one word was, loud. That said it all.
But can you imagine him raising his voice? I bet all 4 of them pay attention when he speaks.
Cartwright matches his average on the season in the first 4 minutes of the game. 6 points for him.
I think right here, Portland's going to have to look to get Clyde Drexler involved in this offense somehow.
Percy from outside. First points for Jerome Percy. Right back comes Jordan to drill it.
I tell you, man, you know what, that hurts. You score a tough basket, they come right down. Michael Jordan pulls up right quick and comes right back at you for 2.
Good move by Kersey. He follows and draws the foul from Cartwright.
Now, that's the strategy that the Portland Trailblazers must use against the Chicago Bulls. They must run the ball, push it up quick. Jerome follows his own shot, his own miss, and goes right back up, and Cartwright fouls him. They must get Chicago running back on defense and get some penetration, because that's the only way they're going to be able to beat the Chicago Bulls, is get them in a running game.
Percy hits them both, has 4 points. The Bulls lead is 7. 7:17 left in this opening period. Pippen around Kersey, gets the pick from Grant. Williams picks him up. Stolen by Drexler, 3-on-2 to Porter. He is fouled by Armstrong. B.J. Armstrong saving the basket, picks up his first foul. 7 minutes left in the opening quarter.
For the whole town.
An announcement is expected tomorrow from the district attorney's office in Salt Lake.